Jones, and this is a movie about what I did after I retired from the goose down industry, where I was a gander bander. Well, what I did is I went down to the Stuff for Cheap store, and old Cooter sold me an autoharp. The reason I got an autoharp was because the xylophone wouldn't fit in my car. This is what I bought. It's got a nice case, and inside is this kind of an arrangement. It's got a lot of strings and some buttons, and it looks a good bit complicated, to tell you the truth of it. But what this movie's about is how I'm going to learn how to play that, and then the Cyberpluckers, who are experts at this sort of thing, are going to tell me what I did wrong. And what he said was, you push a button, and then you run your finger over it, and it makes it pretty simple. That's not a very pretty sound. I think Cooter sold me a broken one. Well, Cooter said it wasn't broken, but you have to tune it every time. So he sold me an electronic tuner. Now it's got a wire that hooks up to the autoharp, and some notes down here at the bottom, and somehow when you pluck a note, it knows what note it was you plucked, and then tells you whether it's high or low. Then you twist with a wrench on these tuning pins, and you try to get that to center on that little green dot. Very handy. I'm going to tune up all these strings, and then I'll get back to you. Well, that took right smart longer than I thought it would. And I learned something too. Once you get all the strings tuned, you have to go back and tune them again, because the ones you already had tuned come out of tune. And I learned something else too. When this thing says that string is in tune, it doesn't sound quite right. It sounds like it's low. Now, I don't know whether that's the way autoharps are supposed to sound, or whether the tuner's wrong. So that's the first thing that the Cyberpluckers need to tell me.